Alright. No. Yeah, because mm, 0. Huge zone. 0. Mm.
Star Wars Episode 15, Destruction of the Sith. Luke 888. Joined. Messages. Reaction score. Location. Warning, ST and General Saga spoilers throughout. Brent Streams, December 11, 2020. Last script until 2 weeks from now. Sunday, October 10, 2025 AD. I will post more, Lord willing. I don't want to post too much too soon. Here's the final script of the month. Note, Monkeyman suggested a change to the opening title crawl, which suggestion I used. Star Wars Episode 15, Destruction of the Sith. Screenplay by Brent Streams, cover polo. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. SC-01 space. A vast sea of stars serves as a backdrop for a title role, which crawls into infinity. Episode 15. Destruction of the Sith. The Palpatine clones are routed and on the run. The Resistance has learned that, should all of Palpatine die, his final clone is rigged with a trigger that through millions of weather satellites would devastate hundreds of thousands of worlds. Once this happens, the YUZZANVONG, from a neighboring galaxy are poised to invade. Now the Jedi are making a final push to eradicate all of Palpatine once and for all. Brent Streams, December 11, 2020. Over a lusciously rich and verdant planet, we see 2 Sith starfighters with Imperial droids in the wings. In the cockpits are 2 Palpatine clones with looks of determination on their faces. 3 more Sith starfighters join them. Truck with the fighters until they enter a large battle array of countless Sith starfighters, TIEs, destroyers and rebel snub fighters and frigates and cruisers and various other types of rebel ships and Jedi starfighters. It is a battle on a larger scale than the one in the opening scene of Revenge of the Sith in size, scope and magnitude. 1 Sith fighter blows up completely and 2 are shot down. SC-02 unnamed planet upper atmosphere day. Pan down as the 2 Sith fighters descend downward towards the planet and experience atmospheric re-entry burn. SC-03 unnamed planet day. Camera continues to track the 2 downed fighters, having survived re-entry but both tail spinning out of control as we see that the battle continues throughout the planet's atmosphere, and is more intense in some areas than others. We see the 2 downed ships continue to tailspin down past other Sith, Imperial and Resistance ships, including many shadow and flame-like vessels capable of destroying a large rebel vessel in a single blast. SC-04 same unnamed planet planes. Thousands of Sith clones of Palpatine meet thousands of Jedi on an open battlefield. There are hundreds of losses on both sides. The 2 Sith starfighters crash into the Sith army in 2 huge fireballs, killing many Palpatines. SC-05 close-up of Jedi Knight Grogu. Cutting up, taking down clone after clone. Scene 06-07. Close-up of Jedi Grandmasters Generals Kylo and Lesser giving orders and fighting back-to-back and side-by-side. Close-up of Jedi Masters Commanders Ben and IUI fighting powerfully and with purpose and determination. SC-08 A devastated Coruscant that looks as if there has only been meager attempts at rebuilding the city. Lumpy, Chewie, Lando and Son, POE and Fon Damaran, Finn, Rose, Kolap HU, Luke, Sarah, Tal and Nasa Li, now all 5 years older than in the last film, and a team of Resistance commandos creep through the city, led by Rosa Lem. Finn, low, I'd much rather be fighting in the great multi-planet Jedi and Sith war than doing another boring recon mission. Nothing ever happens. Same old, same old. POE, SH. Gestures with 2 fingers, pointing twice, indicating an Imperial presence nearby. SC-09 Coruscant. 2 Imperial officers are walking out of a tall building onto a terrace. They are busily engaged in conversation. Nearby, unseen by them, ARTO extends his listening antenna, as Finn begrudgingly puts his ears on, listening with the others. BB-8 stays out of sight as he stays on the lookout for other signs of Imperial activity. Officer 1, to the second officer, the Kamino protocols are secure. I assure you the failsafe clone will not fall. If he does, it's goodbye, Galaxy. Project Cinder 2 would ensure that the New Republic shall not form even should our Emperor cease to exist. The Emperor is currently concentrating his power around Charlie and Avaris systems and decoying them with NAL hot turn system movements in an effort to distract the rebels from coming anywhere near Kamino. So far, the rebellion and the Jedi have been taking the bait. We plan on making our final stand on NAL Huta with even more powerful superweapons than before, then lying low and rebuilding our armies, and while the Palpatine on Kamino still reigns supreme. The rebellion and the Jedi will finally be utterly hunted down and destroyed. Officer 2, will Palpatine get a new apprentice? Officer 1, I hear the aged Papreti, a powerful Tagrotan male, who left the Jedi Order 2 years ago, is being groomed to replace Lord Violentia. He is said to be more powerful than Master Yoda. Officer 2, oh my, the Jedi are in for a surprise. They won't see it coming. The two officers go back inside, their breather taken. R2 retracts his antenna. BB-8 turns his head slowly back and forth to indicate the all clear. POE, low, to Finn, you call that nothing. Let's get this intel back to base. The group starts off. SC-10 space. The Millennium Falcon takes off from Coruscant and the space around it shifts into the Keva-enhanced motored sky of hyperspace. SC-11 hyperspace lane. The Millennium Falcon hurtles through hyperspace, then does some calculated hyperspace skipping to SC-12 space around Toydaria. Falcon approaches planet. SC-13 Toydaria landing pad day. Falcon lands. Main door opens. Lando is the first to exit, followed by Chance, who both run into the arms of their mother and wife, Tendra. Noticeably absent is Mon Mothma. In her stead is the faithful Grand Admiral Akbar and Mon's husband, Marco Lopo. Marco embraces Fawn and Akbar gives her a look of sympathy. Akbar, Fawn, Poe, Mon wishes to speak to you both. SC-14 int. Mon and Marco's Toydarian chambers. Mon is in bed. Marco, Akbar, Fawn, POE, Finn, Rose, the Lando family, Chewie and Son, and all the others are around her. Mon Mothma, if what you say is true and not misinformation intentionally designed to mislead us, then we must act quickly to divert a large group of our forces to around Kamino and her surrounding systems. I mean you must, Fawn. When I pass on to my reward, you will be the new Chancellor of the New Republic. You have certainly earned it. Brent Soden, December 15, 2020. Fawn weeps and embraces her mother. Marco Lopo, POE Dameron, Finn and Rose, and Akbar bow their heads. Suddenly Mon Mothma passes from this stage of action. Everyone bows. Those with hearts remove them. Fawn continues to embrace her dead mother. SC-15 int. Toydarian Church Day. We hear organ music as an open casket viewing is taking place at the front of the sanctuary. The pews are filled to capacity, with many standing. C-3PO to Fawn R2 is carrying an encrypted message intended for the Supreme Chancellor. Fawn, I am the Supreme Chancellor. SC-16 int. Toydarian Church Hall. Fawn follows ARTO down a hall to a private room. Brent Soden, December 15, 2020. SC-17 int. Toydarian Church, private room. Door opens and R2 rolls in, followed by Fawn Dameron. Once the door is shut and locked, R2 plays his message. KLON, the last of the clones on Charlie and NAL Huta and their surrounding systems have been vanquished. We needed to evacuate and destroy 5 planets in all to finish the job. But the Emperor's strongholds on the invaluable planet of Avaris will take at least a 5-month series of sieges and precise surgical strikes to dethrone him. We have confirmed your intelligence about the Kamino system and are diverting all forces not concentrating on Avaris to launch a surprise attack on Kamino. But Kamino will be a delicate operation. May the force be with you, my lady. Brent Soden, December 15, 2020. Fawn, ARTO, tell 3PO to gather Akbar, Finn, Rose, Poe, and Lando, Chance, Chewie and Lumpy and show them this message. I have a feeling this will be welcome news for all of them. ARTO, beeps. Fawn lets him out of the room, and he rolls down the hallway. SC-18 EXT, Avarice Day. We see a huge Art Deco-style modernistic and yet simplistic styled city with ordinary Americana-style suburbia, only more high-tech. War is everywhere. Battalions of stormtroopers fight armies of resistance fighters. Attesties walk the streets targeting rebel after rebel. Jedi bring down attesties and contend with armies of stormtroopers. We see both original trilogy stormtroopers and First Order stormtroopers everywhere. There are hundreds of casualties on both sides. Jedi Grandmasters Clone and Lesser are fighting back-to-back with Jedi Knights Tal and Nursery. SC-18 EXT, space around Kamino. There are shadowy distortions all around Kamino. SC-19 INT. Victor's Hand Bridge. Akbar stands looking out at Kamino. Akbar, activate our aquatic landing gear. Frogmen, ready yourselves. Commandos, this operation will take precision and delicacy. We need to destroy 3 Palpatine cloning facilities and contend with the adult Palpatine clones down there. When the last clone is destroyed, it will cause devastation and destruction to over 10,000 worlds, but those worlds will live on, and there are still untold millions of inhabited worlds left in our galaxy. We have with us over 200 fully trained Jedi Knights and Masters to contend with the adult clones. May the Force be with us. January 14, 2021. SC-20 EXT, Kamino. We see massive undersea battle as armies of Kaminoans in minisubs and scuba gear led by Sith generals who are Palpatine clones contend against armies of rebels led by Jedi generals all in their own aquatic gear. March 15, 2021. SC-21 EXT, Avarice Day. We see massive wars, New Republic battle droids taking out Imperial strongholds, and Jedi facing off against many Sith clones, but not half so many as there were before. SC-22 EXT, Second Moon of Avarice Day. A Palp clone addresses an audience. Palp clone, the world devastators from NAL Huta are on their way to drive the Jedi from Avarice below. Pity the New Republic strike on NAL Huta and her surrounding systems was too swift for us to be able to use them. Their bodies battle here can be won by us, and their strike on Kamino was doomed from the start. We shall yet be victorious, regroup and clone twice of me than before. Cheers and applause. Suddenly a missile carpet bomb strike turns that place into a death trap, and that moon is free of Imperials and its Palp clone. SC-23 EXT, space above Kamino. Some Republic ships and their fighters are suddenly swarmed with Star Destroyers and TIEs. SC-24 EXT, Kamino Palp cloning facility day. Jedi and Sith clones duel with sabers all over the platform, as many Imperials contend with the Republic commandos. Suddenly, from the sea, there is a massive uprising of Kaminoans on their beast birds who dive at the Imperials, who far outnumber the rebels. SC-25 EXT, space above Kamino. Suddenly thousands of Kaminoan warships decloak and join in the fray in the battle against the Imperials, turning the tide of the battle. SC-26 Kaminoan Palp cloning facility platform day. Palp clone, what? How could not have foreseen? He is impaled by a Jedi. One by one the SITH on the platform are slain, while the tide of the battle turns in favor of the rebels. SC-27 EXT, Avarice. The world devastators land, wreaking havoc on Jedi and rebel alike. SC-28 EXT, space above Avarice. A world devastator takes a New Republic ship into its maw and demolishes it. Other New Republic ships open up on it, but to no avail. SC-29 INT Avarice, an Art Deco-style building interior room. Palp clone, I am the last Sith clone on Avarice. The Jedi don't have to know the world devastators came too late. As long as I stay hid, the battle will go on. Suddenly, the door is sliced open by two blades moving in opposite directions, making an arch. Lesser and KLON step in. KLON, we heard you. Palp clone, then I cannot let either of you out of here alive. Lesser, we'll see about that. Lesser leaps and twists in the air as KLON strides forward slowly. The result is that all three blades meet in the middle, and a lightning-fast lightsaber duel ensues. EXT Kamino cloning facility. Suddenly the facility explodes and the rebels and Kaminoans cheer. An indiscriminate no, of sins. The rebels and Kaminoans then assault the second and third facility, put charges without and within, and they too erupt in flames. More cheering. SCNAEXT Kamino platform day. A Kaminoan comes up to Akbar, who we've seen in this film can handle himself in a fight. Kaminoan, sir, our intelligence points to one more Sith clone, but he is elusive, and we believe the last. Akbar, my guess is he will probably be the most powerful. I will send over 200 Jedi in to hunt him down. Kaminoan, he is deep under ocean, in a secret Kaminoan complex, and those Kaminoans side with him. You need us. Akbar, sucks in, then let's go. SCNBEXT Avarice Day. The lightsaber duel has been taken outside, and is faster than even Anakin and Obi-Wan's duel at the end of Revenge of the Sith. The attacks and counterattacks are relentless. Order 66 music plays as they duel, combined with Duel of the Heroes, blended harmoniously. We've never seen a lightsaber battle quite like this, through city street, market and slum, people watching gawk-eyed. Finally, Lesser lops him off from the shoulders up and clone from the waist down, leaving the Dark Lord clone in 3 pieces. SCOA Int. Komona Secret Facility Night. Kaminoans rebels and Jedi fight Kaminoans throughout the offices and halls of the facility, going down one level at a time. Finally, over 200 Jedi confront the Dark Lord, who proclaims he is every Sith and every Palpatine, and all their collective energy was now in him. Then Palpatine, in under 2 minutes, slaughters all of the over 200 Jedi in the room. He raises up his hands in a curl and cackles. Palpatine, it's over now. They'll just make 8 million more of me. Suddenly the Force ghost of Luke Skywalker, a young Anakin, Yoda, and a young Obi-Wan Kenobi appear. Palpatine, huh? They all attack with their ethereal sabers, and we see a remarkable duel as the Star Wars Separatist Navy team plays. Maul and the former Padawan Grand Inquisitor and Kogon join in the fray. Leia also appears, saber drawn, and Palpatine starts losing ground in the fight. Finally Anakin has him immobilized on the floor, pinned through the heart. Palpatine, Anakin, think back to your training. You learned early on that no Force entity not made of flesh has power to kill a man or beast. You have lost. Suddenly a familiar musical cue from Attack of the Clones comes up and we see a familiar robed footstep into the room. It is revealed to be Mace Windu, living, and with amethyst blade drawn. Mace, calmly, no, you will die. He walks up to the pinned Dark Lord and strikes off his head. Every inch of the Sith clone's body explodes in gore. A beam shoots up past the ceiling and Mace goes up to the surface, covered in gore, to see the light. SCOBEXT Kamino Rooftop, break in rain, magnificent rainbow appears. Up in the sky 3 rebellion symbols form a triangle with all 3 symbols connected. All the freed Kaminoans and rebels cheer. Mace has a sad look on his face. Akbar, this is a sad day for 10,000 words, chum. Mace, and when we are weak, we are primed for invasion. By what I don't know. SCOCEXT, Keto Nemoida. As the Tri-Rebellion symbol blazes in space, down below there is a major atmospheric disturbance. SCPAEXT Keto Nemoida. Pan down through the clouds to see major planetwide destruction, and people running and panicking. An indiscriminate number of sins. We show planetwide destruction on various words as Operation Cinder 2 initiates. SCZAEXT Space Victor's Arm. All Hope stars are packed in orbit around Toydoria. SCZB Int Victor's Arm Bridge. Akbar, let's hope we'll never need these awful death instruments after today's ceremony, when there'll be no more. Cheers and applause. SCZCEXT Space. Suddenly every single massive Death Star blows up from the inside in sequence, from first to last, in a massive formation. SCZD Int Victor's Arm Bridge. Mace Windu, I've never seen such a magnificently glorious display. KLON, I say. Clone holds hands with Lesser. An indiscriminate no of scenes and a lengthy sequence. Suddenly thousands of alien vessels invade Toydoria. An indiscriminate amount of sins. This invasion is galaxy-wide. SCZZA in Toydaria Palace. Fondamaran, C3PO, D0, R2, D2, and BB8 are in a massive Toydarian hall. R2, D2 plays a hologram for Fon. Rey and Finn and POE and Chewie come up behind Fon to watch. Rebel operative in hologram, this new threat call themselves the Yozong Vong, and they are extremely dangerous. Lando Calrissian found out their name and brought it to us. He is safe, for the moment. SCZZB EXT space above Toydaria. The rebel fleet is fighting a losing battle. The Millennium Falcon docks with the Victor's arm and the arm jumps into hyperspace. SCZZC int Millennium Falcon. Poe Dameron, IY, Ben Solo, R2, Finn and Rose are talking. POE, my guess is these guys want control over our galaxy and its resources. ARTO, beeps. C3P0, R2 says that thousands of years ago there were legends of the Vong visiting our galaxy, but everyone always thought their intentions were not good. Then it was all but forgotten. A knock 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 is heard. Finn goes to an airlock and lets Lando in. Lando, it's good to see you, Finn. Tendra, Lumpy and Junior are safe aboard the arm. Ever since I was shaken during my encounter with the Vong, I've needed to see my old ship again. Ben, Fon Dameron, Haddad Marco Lopo, Kolaphu, Luke, Sarah, Tao, Narsali and Rosalem are aboard this ship. Lock of the Drawers also docked with the arm. Lando, then we are all together. We'll fight the Vong together. As the friends stand together near the game table, Yoda's theme starts up and turns into brand new Star Wars scoring. The music rises to a crescendo. Iris out. End credits. Brent Soden, finished script March 15, 2021 at 3:49 am. Now I have finished formatting all three scripts at 12:40 am on March 21, 2021 AD, and all three threads are now open for comment, criticism, discussion and review. At 3:31 am I finished final edits of all three SW scripts except Mimave to make all Narsali/Reese uniform to one or the other. It will be Lee after my father's name Lee. Brent Lee Soden, Anakin 77, cover polo, admin. Finished editing episodes 14 and 15 5:59, 22 on July 16, 2024 AD/C. Last edit, July 16, 2024 at 6:01 p.m. by Study 3600. Love is sacrifice. Luke 888. Joined. Messages. Reaction score. Location. At 1:20 p.m. Central Daylight Time I put the finishing touches on my 3 2-hour-long scripts by changing all instances of Narsa I to Narsa Li and making a few other minor edits, admin. On Saturday, July 17, 2021 I finished illustrating and scoring this movie to your and my liking, at least, sufficient for the present time. The other day or yesterday I did this for episode 12, and I did a little today, and shall do more for episode 14 in a little while. Yesterday or the day before I did a little illustration for episodes 10 and 11, which are this time very incomplete but shall be as good as if not better than episode 12 script-wise. Speaking of scripts, episode 15 here is very short because I skipped a ton of scenes yet to be written or even conceived of, in a hurry to get to the epic conclusions of the film. So this is only a rough draft, so to speak. May the force ever be with you all. Brent Lee Soden. Similar threads. Replies. Views. Replies. Views. Replies. Views. Replies. Views. Replies. Views. 1. Rebelscom.com forums would like your permission to enable push notifications.
Hmm. Hmm. wouldn't be hammering. No. I just want him playing. But I don't know yet. I don't know if you can see him. I just want him playing. Got him. Again. No, but all skeletons in there. Skeletons are going. We're all skeletons here. Good job. Got him. Got her. Victory. Nice. That's a victory. I'm going to bed. I already had lunch. Wait. I can. This is not. See you real soon. Yeah. Yeah, it's cross. Got it wasn't in one love. Yeah, you like. Where you work. Okay, I'm gonna cross over there. I could go to work right now. You want now? Oh, I can find Josh. Let's go look at Alex. I rest. Yes, rest and rest. Picture. Oh, victory. 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 Today is my yeah. Victory. Joy is my joy. Can't be wrong. Joy today is mine. Peace is mine. Peace is mine. Peace today is mine. I don't see them. Yeah, the peace today is mine. Who's kidding? Hello?
Hey, Brent, this is Mark.
Hey, Mark.
I was wondering if you wanted to come over here for a few hours. We could call that on that medical bill, and you could help me in the barn. A couple little things around here.
Sure.
Okay. I gotta call somebody, and then I'll be heading over.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.